Hi friends, welcome to Spring Boot series. Today we'll discuss about hands-on how you need to develop put mapping API by using the REST API. We will test this API is working or not while using the Postman. What is the importance of the put map? What are the real-time examples? In my previous video, I already explained. Now we'll do development. Okay, so let me open STS. So this is the project Spring Boot MySQL code operations. Previously, we developed this project with all default project structure and service layer, controller layer, and DAO layer. So we'll fill put mapping logic. Okay, so you know about put mapping, right? So based on your primary key, you want to update employee details. Okay, before going to that, first you need to fill your controller. Then you need to fill your service layer, then you need to fill your DAO layer. Now try to see guys. Now employee details, now you need to write your business logic in service layer. Before going to that, you need to call a method. Now try to see service impl, just I'm updating a method update employee details. Okay, now you are updating something means you need to provide some input, right? My input is id plus which details you want to update. Okay, now this is a dynamic, you need to use a path variable. You can use control space, you will get as a path variable. Okay, in this the path variable you can mention your value, which id you want to pass it here. Now try to see here, path variable value equal to id. Now I'm taking a data type of the long id, and one more, you want to pass your employee object details. Now you know about the post mapping, just go ahead and copy these details here. That's it. This is your input, and the same input I want to pass for your service layer. In service layer, you need to update your logic, right? Now you can go and execute your service layer. Now this service layer is expecting something. This method is not available. Just go ahead and create your employee details. See, method is created here. Nothing new. Just you need to create your employee details. Now try to see how you can create now. The first step. Okay, before updating, you need to check really your based on your primary key really exist or not in database or not. Okay, now let me open MySQL Workbench. If I execute, I have a two records. Now based on my primary key, my this record is exist or not. Now how I can do that? Take employee repository. Okay, this is a DAO layer. There is a method find. You can use a find by ID. If you make it find by ID, here you need to provide an ID, and okay, and if you provide dot id, okay, you will get an optional. If you click the find by id, it will return as an optional object. Make it. This is the new functionality in Java 8. You no need to worry about null checks, everything take care by the optional. Now try to see uh, emp, just emp details. I'm taking emp details of my type is employee object. Okay, now here you can check it, this condition, or try to see uh, if I want to check my employee details is not present. Okay, this is like a is present, I am doing not equal to condition, not equal to happen. What I can do, I can print, okay, employee record not exist with this id. Just you can append your id here, and else. Okay, if record is not available in db, you are throwing an exception. Otherwise you need to fetch your employee details. Now try to see employee db employee equal to emp details. There is a method dot get. If you make it, you will get your employee details object. Now you need to set your values. This is your employee record object that set email id. Which email id you want to set it here? Emp dot get email id. So just I'm setting the details whatever you are giving. Now I set first name. Now here emp dot get first name, and here you need to set your last name. Now where is your last name? Your last name emp dot get last name. Now your job is completed. just you need to save this employee object inside your repository. Okay, inside your repository already, if you want to save some data, just you can use this record. That's it, employee record. That's it, your job is completed, your update API is completed, nothing is new. Now we'll see, we'll test this application. Run as, now you need to run your application. Where is your main method? Here, right? Now just go right click, run as your Java application. Now which is running on port number, now try to see, which is running on port number 8080. Now let me open the Postman collection. Open here. Now here you need to your HTTP, okay, running on localhost port number 8080 slash. Now go here controller, this is your main URL, API slash v1. Just copy and paste it here, slash. And where is your employee? You are using the put mapping, right? Just copy employee slash id. I want to change id as a 2. Okay, now your request is a put mapping, right? Just choose @put method, click on the body. Here you need to provide your request object, click on the JSON here. I'm copying this data. Why? Because as part of post mapping we already created. Just you need to, okay, save the details. Now for this employee to record, okay, now this is my database, right? Just I want to change email ID, first name, last name, passport number, all details I want to change. Now try to see, I'm changing Ramesh 1, Upsar 1, 4, and I'm giving some 43. Now try to see for this record. Now see, status will be a 200. Okay, now we can go and check in database. Now try to execute your program. Now try to see Ramesh 1234. Now first name is a Ramesh, last name is Upsar, and passport number is this much. Now suppose assume that invalid employee details you given some 267. If you hit send, see you are getting 500 internal server error. Now that means no such element, no value present in the DB. Now it is saying an exception. Okay, we'll go and search in the project. Now try to see here. See, you are saying, see, employee record not exist with this ID 267. No value is present. This particular ID is not exist inside the DB. It is throwing an exception. But you are going to see very big exception, right? So later, while I explain about exception handling, I will take care about this one. Okay. Now this employee details I can do in another way. Now try to see. Okay, now employee details are present. Now try to see here else condition. Now two conditions I'm doing here. Okay, if record is not exist, I want to print my details here. Just you can take this whole code and save it here. That's it, nothing. If record is exist, it will save, otherwise your record will be a not exist. That's it, same thing I make it in different way. Now try to see here. See, even I didn't restarted my system, it is restarted automatically because of the dev tools. Now I already explained the starting videos about the dev tools. Now this job is completed. Now try to see, you won't get 500 error, that much error. Now try to see 267. See, status is 200. Okay, see, employee record not exist with this ID 267. So this is the use of your @put mapping, guys. So in the next tutorial I will explain about how you need to fetch all employee records. Okay, I hope you guys are clear. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys, we'll see you in the next tutorial.